Hello everyone. Today we will discuss quarterly exam question answers. Quarterly exam question answers. First one very short answers. 3 questions. Each question 4 questions. First question: what are concave? What are concave? 1A concave. What are concave? So it is a 3 thin twisted bony plates of the nasal chamber is called as concave. It is a there are 3 thin twisted bony plates. There are 3 thin twisted bony plates of nasal chamber. Nasal chamber is called as concave. There are 3 thin twisted bony plates of the nasal chamber is called as concave. Nasal chamber is called concave. Concave means there are a 3 thin twisted bony plates of the nasal chamber. There are 3 thin twisted bony plates of nasal chamber, so they are called as concave. Next question: what is chloride shift? What is chloride shift? 1B. Chloride shift. The exchange of chloride and bicarbonate ions between the RBC and plasma of the tissues. The exchange of chloride, it is the exchange of chloride and bicarbonate ions. It is the exchange of chloride and bicarbonate ions between RBC and plasma. RBC and plasma of tissues is called as chloride shift. The exchange of chloride and bicarbonate ions between the red blood cells and plasma of the tissues is called as chloride shift. Just a rough example. For example, so they are the RBC. So these are the RBC. They are the plasma. So the chloride ions transfer to RBC to plasma. Bicarbonate ions transfer to the plasma to RBC. So the exchange of chloride and bicarbonate ions between the red blood cells and plasma in the tissues. So they are called as chloride shift. Next question: 1C, cardiac cycle and cardiac output. Cardiac cycle and cardiac output. Cardiac cycle and cardiac output. First one, cardiac cycle. Cardiac cycle and cardiac output. First one, cardiac cycle. So the cardiac cycle means beginning of one heartbeat to beginning of next heartbeat. So beginning of one heartbeat to beginning of next. So these are called as cardiac output. So cardiac cycle. First one, cardiac cycle. Beginning of one heartbeat to beginning of one heartbeat to beginning of next. Beginning of next. beginning of one heartbeat to beginning of next. are collectively called cardiac cycle. Collectively called cardiac cycle. Beginning of one heartbeat to beginning of next is collectively called as cardiac cycle. Next one, cardiac output. Next one, cardiac output. Cardiac output. So cardiac output means, so the volume of blood pumped by each ventricle for a minute. So they are called as cardiac output. The volume of blood, the volume of blood, the volume of blood pumped out by each ventricle, pumped out by each ventricle for a minute. For a minute is called cardiac output. Is called as cardiac output. Cardiac output means, so the volume of blood pumped out by each ventricle. The volume of blood out pumped by each ventricle for a minute. Each ventricle for a minute. So this is called as cardiac output. Is called as cardiac output. So cardiac output, is equal stroke volume. Stroke value, cardiac output is equal stroke volume into number of heartbeats for a minute. Number of heartbeats. Number of heartbeats for a minute. Number of heartbeats for a minute. So cardiac output means stroke volume into number of heartbeats for a minute. Stroke value means one heartbeat time the ventricle pumping blood is called as stroke volume. One lap dub, one cardiac cycle time the pumping blood is called as stroke volume. One cardiac cycle, one heartbeat time they are sending from the 70 ml blood. 70 ml. Stroke volume 70 ml into how many times for a minute? 72 beats. Healthy human beings 72 beats for a minute. 72 beats. 72 times per minute. 70 into 72 is equal 5040 milliliters or approximately 5 liters for a minute. So they are called as cardiac output. So cardiac output means the volume of blood pumped out by each ventricle for a minute. So they are called as cardiac output. Cardiac output means stroke volume into number of heartbeats for a minute. Stroke volume 70 ml. So number of heartbeats 72. 70 into 72 5040. Approximately 5 liters of blood pumped for a minute. So they are called as cardiac output. Next question. Why are the arteries are more elastic than the veins? Why are the arteries more elastic than the veins? Because of arteries contain a two elastic lamina. Arteries have a two elastic lamina. 1D arteries have a two elastic lamina. two elastic lamina. The arteries have a two elastic lamina, veins have a one elastic lamina. One elastic lamina. So the arteries are more elastic. Arteries are more elastic because of arteries have a two elastic lamina, veins have a one elastic lamina. So the comparing to the arteries and veins, so the arteries are the more elastic because of two elastic lamina. Next question, what are columns of Bottin? Next question, what are columns of Bottin? To a columns of Bottin. What are columns of Bottin? What are columns of Bottin? So the renal pyramids are separated by a projection in the cortex. So they are called as columns of Bottin. The renal pyramids are The renal pyramids are separated by a projections of cortex is called columns of Bottin. Columns of Bottin. So the renal pyramids are separated by a projections. The renal pyramids are separated by the projections. So they are called as columns of Bottin. The renal pyramids are separated by the projections of cortex, called as columns of Bottin. Next question, define glomerular filtration rate. Define glomerular filtration rate. To be glomerular filtration rate. Glomerular filtration rate. Glomerular filtration rate means it is the amount of filtrate. It is the amount of filtrate formed by both kidneys. It is the filtrate formed by both kidneys is called as it is the formed by it is the amount of filtrate. It is the amount of filtrate. It is the amount of filtrate formed by both kidneys is called as glomerular filtrate. The amount is, it is the 25 ml for a minute. 125 ml per minute. So glomerular filtrate means it is the amount of filtrate. It is the amount of filtrate formed by both kidneys is called as glomerular filtrate rate. So it is a 125 ml for a minute. 125 ml for a minute. Next question. Enzymes renin and renin. Enzymes renin and renin. 2C renin. First one renin. So renin, it is secreted by the JG cells of the. It is secreted by JG cells. It is produced by JG cells. It play a role in RAS. It is secreted by JG cells. It is secreted by JG cells means juxtaglomerular cells. The renin secreted by JG cells. It is involving in the. It is play a role in RAS. play a role in RAS. RAS means renin angiotensin aldosterone system. Renin angiotensin aldosterone system. So they are the renin. Next, another enzyme renin. Only differences one N double N. So renin and renin. So renin, it is found in the gastric juice of the infants. It is found in gastric juice. Gastric juice of infants. It is found in the gastric juice of the infants. Next one, it digests milk proteins. It digests milk proteins. It digests milk proteins of the infants. So the renin is present in the gastric juice of the infants. Gastric juice means stomach juice. Stomach juice of the infant means child's. So these are the digesting the milk protein, digestion of milk proteins, renin and renin. So renin means, so it is secreted by juxtaglomerular cells. It is involving in the renin angiotensin aldosterone system. Next one, renin. It is found in the gastric juice of the infants. It is functioning of the digestion of proteins. Next question, name the heart sounds. When are they produced? Heart sounds, when are they produced? How many heart sounds? Totally 2 heart sounds. Lub, dub, lub, dub. D. The 2 heart sounds. First heart sound. Lub. First heart sound lub. So first heart sound lub. It is produced from the closure of AV valves. The cardiac ventricular diastole. The ventricular diastole time, AV valves are closed. So the AV valves closed time, they are producing the first heart sound. AV valve closed, that time they are producing first heart sound. So lub. Next one, second heart sound. Second heart sound dub. Lub, dub, lub, dub. So the second heart sound lub. So these are second heart sound dub. So they are producing from the cardiac diastole time. So they are the closure of the semilunar valves. This is producing from the closure of semilunar valves time. They are producing to the dub sound. 2 heart sound, lub and dub. First one lub. So they are producing from the ventricular diastole time. The AV valve is closed. The AV valve closed time, they are producing first heart sound. So they are called as lub. Second heart sound dub. So this dub they are producing from the cardiac diastole time. The semilunar valves are closed. That time producing to the dub sound. Next one, what are the triad system? 3A. So T tubule and either side of the cistern, terminal cistern. The T tubule and terminal cisternae of either side. T tubule and terminal cisternae. Terminal cisternae of either side. Either side is called as triad system. Is called as triad system. Triad system means T tubule either side of the terminal cisternae. So they are called as triad system. Triad system means just a rough diagram. For example, so they are the T tubule. So the T tubule either side they are presenting on the terminal cisternae. So the terminal cisternae. So they are the triad system. Triad system T tubule and either side of the terminal cisternae of the sarcoplasmic reticulum. So they are called as triad system. Next question, red muscle fiber and white muscle fiber. Red muscle fiber and white muscle fiber. 3B, red muscle fiber. Red muscle fiber. So the red muscle fiber means, so myoglobin is high, metabolically mitochondria are more. Myoglobin is high, mitochondria is more. Myoglobin high, mitochondria more. Mitochondria more. So the myoglobin is high and mitochondria is more. Next one, white muscle fiber. White muscle fiber. White muscle fiber means myoglobin is less, mitochondria is few. Myoglobin is less, myoglobin is less, mitochondria is few. Few mitochondria. Few mitochondria. So the red muscle fiber and white muscle fiber. Red muscle fiber means myoglobin is high and mitochondria is more. Next one, white muscle fiber, myoglobin is less, mitochondria is few. Myoglobin is less, mitochondria is few. Next question, actin and myosin. Next question, actin and myosin. Actin. 3C, actin and myosin. Actin and myosin. So the actin is it is a thin myofibril. So it is actin is a thin contractile protein. Actin is a thin contractile protein. It is a thin contractile protein. So the actin is a thin contractile protein. Thin contractile protein. It is presenting in the light bands, the muscle light bands and dark bands. So it is presenting in the light bands. Next one, so it contains a muscle proteins, 2 F2 molecules, and troponin and tropomyosin. 2 F2 molecules, 2 F molecules, troponin and tropomyosin. The actin present in the 2 F molecules, troponin and tropomyosin. So the actin. So the actin is a thin contracted protein. So it is presenting on the light bands. It contains 2 F molecules, troponin and tropomyosin. Next one, myosin. It is a thick contractile protein. It is a thick contractile contractile proteins. It is a thick contractile protein. It is presenting in the dark bands. It is presenting in the dark bands. It is presenting in the dark band. Next one, monomeric protein. It is called as meromyosins. It is presenting in the meromyosins. It is presenting in the meromyosin. So this protein, thick myosin presenting on the meromyosin. Each myosin is made up of monomeric protein called as meromyosin. Monomeric protein called as meromyosin. Next, last question. What are corpus callosum? What are corpus callosum? Corpus callosum. So the corpus callosum, the transverse bundle of myelinated fibers. Transverse bundle of myelinated fibers. It is a transverse bundle of myelinated fiber. Transverse bundle of myelinated. It is a transverse fiber of myelinated fibers connecting the two cerebral hemispheres. Connecting two cerebral hemispheres. Two cerebral hemispheres. Two cerebral hemisphere connecting two cerebral hemispheres is called as corpus callosum. Corpus callosum means the two cerebral, the internally the two cerebral hemispheres connecting through the tissue. So they are called as corpus callosum. It is a transverse bundle of myelinated fiber. It is a transverse bundle of myelinated fiber. It is connecting through the two cerebral hemisphere, left cerebral hemisphere and right cerebral hemisphere. These two cerebral hemispheres connecting through the corpus callosum. Corpus callosum. For example, so they are the left cerebral hemisphere. So they are the right cerebral hemispheres. Internally, these two cerebral hemispheres connecting is called as corpus callosum. Corpus callosum. So they are the very short answers. Next class we will discuss short answers.